The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie. Back Monday at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, yes, indeed. Cold Chisel there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Oh, by the way, fellas, I forgot to tell you, I've sold my daughter's room. You know how it was an absolute pigsty.
Oh, yeah.
Just burnt it.
Yeah, good.
Just got the old gasoline in there. Poof.
You lit fire to her property inside your house.
No, I own the house, Keyzie.
Yeah, no, but you've just set a room on fire.
Yeah, but I mean...
And you would have bought everything for her as well. I don't imagine she bought much of it, did she?
No, it's all me that paid for it.
Did it damage any of the rest of the house?
Oh, a bit of burn going on in the lounge. But
reeks of smoke, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty stinky as well, but it's better than it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that'll learn her.
Now, Keyzie.
Hello.
I noticed on your Insta there, Keyzie at Insta.
No, it's Chris Key NZ.
Keyzie at insta.co.nz.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, you went down to Tauranga.
Yeah, you did, and you're doing a bit of work on your truck there with Daddy.
Yeah, I went down to Tauranga, visited my parents, and I have been working on an old Chevy truck that me and Dad have been restoring together. Yeah, got its WAF, Warrant of Fitness, number plate, all ready to go. Took it for a drive.
Oh, what? I always wondered what that stood for.
Yeah, Warrant of Fitness. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and Rego stands for registration.
But it's got an O in it.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a what's it called when you shorten something? Like, because it's
abbreviation.
Cooler. You say Hoyte J instead of Jason Hoyte. That's what they've done. Abbreviation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
Well, I've got to say, because as Mogi and I have been talking about previously, neither of us are very big car people, are we?
No, I mean I can restore an engine with my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Restore an engine.
I can restore an engine with my eyes tied behind my back, but that's just me. But that's not. It doesn't really doesn't light my fire.
Yeah,
doesn't float my boat.
Yeah. Look, I get mates calling me up all the time, going, "Hoyte J, can you come around and give us a hand?" And of course, with the car, I've got my stock car stuff going on.
But you're not a
well, I love the stock cars because it's easier to regenerate those engines.
Yeah, totally it is. Yeah.
Rebuilding it.
Yeah. But listen, I have got to say, mate, it's looking bloody great, and your daddy's done a great job.
Yeah.
Look, Daddy.
Kudos.
Kudos to Don Key, actually.
Daddy did. I don't call him Daddy. First of all, it's Dad, and the whole point of the project was he was teaching me how to do a lot of it. So it wasn't just him. I was helping out. My brother got in there as well.
You, Daddy. How old are you? You shouldn't need to be taught anything at your age.
Odd, aren't you, Keith? I mean, by now
I should know everything.
Mate, I was fixing the family car when I was 8 and 9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What kind of car was it?
Pardon?
What kind of car was it, the family car that you were fixing?
A complicated one.
A very complicated one, and one that obviously wasn't working properly, Keyzie.
Right.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to fix it.
And when you fixed it, what was wrong with it?
Don't be a dirtbag.
Well, nothing by the time he fixed it.
Yeah, because it was
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, because
actually, I'm having issues with my truck. For some reason, it won't go into top gear.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm thinking it's the modulator or something. What do you reckon?
Well, I reckon you probably buggered it up somewhere along the lines.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Because you were saying that your dad sort of showed you what to do with the gears there.
It's automatic.
And that he left that part to you. He'd done everything else, basically.
And he said, you do the gears.
And so what, the modulator's not working, is it?
I don't know. That's what I suspect.
Right, okay.
But for some reason, it's just not going into top gear. It's an auto. Just wondering if Is
it a harmonic moderator?
Yeah, it's a harmonic moderator.
Yeah.
Well, that can be difficult. I'd have to see it in person before I'd even think about giving a diagnosis.
Right.
And I saw there on your Insta there, Keyzie, you're putting in the coil springs there in the car there.
Yeah, we lowered it.
They look a bit floaty to me.
I'm just going to stop you there, Hoyte J. What I saw was Keyzie taking the plastic off it.
Yes.
Opening the package.
No, I installed it.
Sorry.
So that's what I saw. But I'll tell you what, man, you did a hell of a job on those tyres.
Oh, yeah, I cleaned the side of the tyres.
You wiped down the side, the walls, we call them, the tyre walls there and there. But God, man, you're good with a rag.
I am good with a rag.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
And you said your daddy let you put the rims on the wheels as well there.
Well, he let me put them on, but then he had to torque them up and tighten them to the right specifications.
Yeah, because you sort of rooted it up a little bit.
Because I rooted it up, yeah. So, but if you want to see it, Keyzie at insta.co.nz. Go have a look.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, it's good on you, Keyzie.
How long until it's all tickety-boo?
I think it's a never-ending thing with old cars. They just keep going,
But you must get to a point where you go, right, boom.
Let's drive it.
Good stuff.
Oh, I can drive it now. In fact, I'm going to go down in a few weeks and drive it back to Auckland. It'll be in my shed. But it's an ongoing thing. You're forever tinkering.
But when you say you're going to drive it back, you mean you'll sit in the passenger seat and your
Daddy's going to drive it. And then he's going to fly back.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to drive it unless Daddy's there. So.
Yeah, good stuff, Keyzie.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate.
Oh, they grow up so fast, man.
Oh, they do, don't they?
Thanks, Daddy. I mean, fellas.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Well, yes, indeed, the Black Keys there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show. Tuesday afternoon, I tell you what, fellas, looking at the text machine here, 3483. People are loving the sitcom.
Yeah, this one here says, this is the best material you've ever produced. The rest of the stuff you do is shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
This one here says, I hope Ep 3 is the finale.
Right, yeah.
Also, just on that, if you missed Eps 1 and 2, go check out the Hauraki Big Show podcast last week.
Yeah.
So
Bloody good
good
stuff. Hey, but right now it's time for Mogie's Dull Fitness Chat.
Yeah, fitness chat. So as you guys know, I've put on a lot of weight over the last couple of months. There.
Wow, have you?
I've got a fat guts, Keyzie. See that? See that?
That's good eating. Yeah, no, I got the...
It's not good. It's not good.
And by the looks of what you just did there, you're not manicuring the pubes at the moment.
I've got
There's a bit
bush
of-
climbing out.
Yeah, a lot of bush climbing out there.
A lot of
Yeah.
shrubbery. And so I've decided to try and get fit. And then I thought, oh man, the listeners are going to love hearing about this. This is good radio. So just to give you an update, I've been doing this for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can you just qualify, how many days a week are we talking here?
5 days a week.
Okay.
When I started, I weighed 89.4 kilos, Keyzie.
Right.
Okay. And I was made up of 23.8% fat.
Right.
That was just fat.
Right.
That's a lot, isn't it? A lot of fat.
I don't know, I guess so.
And was outside the healthy range. It was like, ooh, my app said, ooh. And then I've weighed myself in today, and I'm down to 86.9, so I've lost 2.5 kilos in 2 weeks. But last week I'd lost 2.6 kilos, so I've actually put on 100 grams this week.
Oh, sorry.
And have you got a boo?
No, I don't.
Boo, thank you.
What?
And my body fat's gone from 23.8 down to 22.7. But cheers, man. Cheers,
worries.
guys. And I'm
Great
trying to get
effort,
that
mate.
down to 15%. And there'll be another update, probably in a month. Do you reckon we should leave it that long, or should we do one every day?
I think the more of this, the best.
Yeah, definitely.
Every day?
I reckon every hour.
Yeah, good.
Definitely in the 5 o'clock hour, though.
Oh,
Definitely in
try
peak
and-
hours.
Yeah.
Like your 5:15 to 6 o'clock in that area, always in the prime time.
And if there's anybody out there that wants any inspiration, just text through and I can give you some support.
Sure.
I'm pretty happy with this week's result, given I had 800 Red Bull and vodkas when I fell off the wagon the other night.
Yeah, well, that's the only concern I have with your regime.
Yeah.
It's the 5 days on, 2 days off, baby.
I'll be sweet.
No, but seriously, I reckon definitely 5 to 6 every day we have.
I think so,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah.
I reckon we need to find out when we have the most listeners,
Yeah.
narrow it down to the break, and then do it then.
We should do some push-ups, Keyzie, you and me.
Man, yeah.
I'll sit on your back.
Nah, I'm all good.
I'll sit on your front.
Yep.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Tune. Another tune.
Oh, is that where you put your finger in the air?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, what the hell's he going on about now?
Tune.
Hey, listen. You all right? Yeah. Did you have another one of those vitamin tablets?
Yeah, man.
Right.
No good.
I reckon you should stop taking those. If
Nah,
they're making
man.
you chunder.
Vitamins are good for you.
Wow, apparently so. Yeah, hey, just got a little bit, because you and I are both going to the gym at the moment, Mogi.
Gymnasium, yeah.
So I've got a little tip for you, because I know this is a massive bugbear of yours as well. When you go to the gym, right, and you want to use a machine and other losers are on it.
Oh, God.
And what really does my head in too is that
Gets in your goat.
it gets deep in my goat.
No, it gets your goat.
Deep in my goat. Is often what they'll do is they'll leave their drink bottle and like their phone by the machine and then go off and sort of
Yeah.
tutu around with another machine and then come back. Meanwhile, you're waiting to
Yes.
sort of go on the machine.
Yes.
And I'm like, that massively gets deep inside my goat.
Oh, yeah.
I've had another.
Goes in and out, in and out.
No.
But here's a little tip for you, by the way, and this is what I do, because I use a lot of machines in the gym now. Before I start my workout, I go around all the machines I'm going to use, and I put out-of-order stickers on them. And so people go,
stickers, you got stickers
made.
made.
I've got out-of-order stickers made, especially for it.
Right.
Because the other thing is, too, I don't like sitting in other people's filth.
No.
You know what I mean? And so you've got this behemoth who's sweating his ass off, sweating all over the equipment. I don't want that in my,
No,
in my,
of course you don't.
You were actually saying off air, Keyzie, that the reason that you don't go to the gym is because you don't like dealing with common people.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a little bit harsh, actually. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but certainly I don't like sitting in other people's filth.
Yeah, well, you've never been to my gym, though, is the issue.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so many
because
common
you were
people
saying
there.
at your gym they're really common people.
Yeah, peasants, you called them.
Oh, and the proletariat, you called
Did
them.
I call them that?
Yeah.
I don't even know
I
what
was
that means.
surprised. Yeah, I was surprised
Yeah.
when you said
Oh,
that.
right.
Yeah, it was
well, it's
quite a
good
big
to see
word.
you being part of the solution, Jace, rather than a part of the problem.
Absolutely.
I think that's absolute genius.
So hang on.
I'm always surprised, actually. Sorry to interrupt you
right.
there, Keyzie. By the amount of time, we've touched on this before, but, I need to get in and get out.
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm
I'm
a
not
busy man.
there to check my phone. I'm not there to sort of just, catch a case of the old gorkalitis or get eyes for Christmas and just be sort of geezing around at everybody else
Eyes
who's
in the
there,
front,
etc., etc. I want to get in and get out, but it's amazing to me just how long people will just sit on a piece of equipment.
Thank you.
Like it's a chair in a waiting room.
Yes.
Like they're going to see a doctor or something like that. Not a drop of sweat, nothing. Or they're on a yarn, they've got a video yarn going.
Yes.
This is not the place for that.
Yeah, I know, mate.
Pump and beat it.
As I say, deep in my goat.
It's not the
In and
same.
out, man.
So get an out-of-order sticker, stick them on the machines there. Bob's your uncle, no worries.
Well, you were saying
Sweet
that you
as.
had really big behemoths on the machines you want to use, though, but that's not... You use, like, the cross-trainer and stuff. So it's probably more like old ladies.
Oh,
and
no,
that.
I'm smashing some serious machines there.
You're smashing some machines.
Keyzie, the douche, the oomph.
The shoulder press and the chest press.
Yeah, for those that couldn't see what he was doing. just then.
The
bench press.
bench press,
the
row machine, yeah.
No, that's a you pull the weights towards
It's
you.
a seated row.
Pull,
Yeah.
you know, and
It's
one
a
of those-
seated row.
one of
The
those ones-
row you back.
It's still a seated row. Yeah, still do it.
all all that
Form.
stuff.
Man, you're looking good, though. I'll tell you
thanks,
what.
mate. You want
Hey.
to touch me?
Oh, yeah.
You want to have a feel?
Yeah, I'll be keen.
While you're touching him and feeling him up in that, I suggest going for the moves, by the way. Coming up next, Tony Lyle, comedian.
Oh, he's a comedian.
He's in to chat about his new comedy special.
That's awesome. Oh, there he is in the office now.
Yeah, it is awesome. Yeah, he's a good bloke.
No, I know he is.
Yeah,
I don't have to
jeez.
go on about it, Keyzie. I was just making a point. Jeez.
You love him, do you, Keyzie?
Oh.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, yeah. Oasis there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. Eyes to the front, Keyzie.
Oh, Keyzie's not happy, man. He's not happy. You know how every time... so just for the listeners out there who don't know, we've got a little kitchen out here, and around about this time every day, old Keyzie gets himself out there for a cup of the old instant coffee.
Yeah, he loves his
because
instant.
generally the hangover's really starting to kick in by now, so he's out there spooning the bloody bushels in the old cup.
God,
there.
isn't he? About 4 bloody sugars as well, I know.
4 sugars, and then so also what I know he does is he goes in there and he grabs the milk, but the way he grabs the bottle, and you and I have talked about this before, is he doesn't grab it by the handle, he grabs it by the lid.
Yeah.
So what I did was, knowing that it was about time for old Keezie's top up, I went out there and I just undid the lid so that I knew that when he grabbed it, and so he's just done that and dropped what must have been was a 2-litre bottle, so about half full, splashed all over the place. We should get a photo up on Instagram.
Yeah,
actually,
definitely,
Keezie.
definitely.
You've had a shocker, mate.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I cleaned it up straight away, so there's no way we're getting a photo, thankfully. But did you seriously undo that lid?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, well, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah,
It's
totally,
just like,
mate.
if there's
Well,
something to
Can
do
I
around
just
the...
can I just add to that,
What,
by the
hang on.
way? Can I just add to that, by the way? I may or may not have taken it into the toilet there, and
What?
added a bit of fragrance to the little beastie there.
Sorry, what did you do to the milk, Jace?
But as you say, Mogi and Keyzie, just a bit of shih tzu giggles, eh?
What do you mean? Okay, did you poo in the milk?
Well, I think that'd be odd.
Keyzie.
God,
Right.
Keyzie.
Okay, fine. That's because that's going too far. But also, the saying isn't Shih Tzu giggles.
Pardon?
Are you serious? Shih Tzu giggles. Is that what you're saying?
Shih Tzu giggles.
Shih Tzu giggles, yeah.
It's shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, don't swear on the radio.
Yeah.
All right?
Hang
That's
on, you just
totally,
scraping
mate. I
the
mean,
barrel.
There's kids sitting in the car at the moment. That's totally inappropriate.
Well, I think it's better the kids hear a correct saying, albeit with a wee bit of swearing in it, than an incorrect saying.
Well, it's 33% of it is swearing.
Right.
You
Yeah.
got 3 words in there, and a third of them are swearing.
Right.
So, well, what is the origin of that? Where
I
does
don't
that
know.
come from?
Probably British or something. I just did it for the lols, is basically what they're saying there. They just did it for shits and giggles.
But where
Shih
would it
Tzu
have come
giggles.
from? What's the etymology of that phrase?
I have no idea. I haven't looked it
Well,
up.
I can tell you what the Shih Tzu giggles is. If you, for anyone out there that's ever owned or ever come across a Shih Tzu, there's no point having that dog. That dog is a nothing dog.
Right.
But if you tickle that dog, it giggles. That's the thing
Right.
about it, man. So,
Mate.
so it's Shih Tzu giggles.
I can't believe, Keyzie, that you don't know. You go on your Insta or Facebook or any kind of social media.
Right.
You know how people talk about cat video. Shih Tzus giggling are just everywhere.
But I still. So you did that for Shih Tzu giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for a laugh, it's just it's a light laugh. Hasn't got any meaning. It just sort of puts a smile on your face.
Well, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And actually,
Yeah.
I would defy anyone to see a Shih Tzu giggling and not giggle.
Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
okay.
Whereas you're talking about laying steamers
Steamers.
as per and then having a laugh about it.
Right, okay.
But you don't laugh about steamers. You have a shower.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
I can
it's
assure
like
you,
it's
no
Shih
one,
Tzu
no one in
giggles.
your house laughs about your steamers
Right.
either.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's Shih Tzu giggles.
Shih Tzu giggles. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Cool. Could you stop pooing in the milk? Is that all good?
Wasn't poos, Keyzie.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Faith No More there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Friday afternoon. Amazing night for me last night, fellas. I've been holding off telling you, bumped into an old relative, man, who I haven't seen for quite seriously, about 20 years in town there.
Wow.
My uncle,
What's his name?
Hoyte G. That's actually where I got my,
Is his name Gary or something?
pardon?
Is it Gary, his first name?
Gerald.
Gerald.
Yeah,
nice.
but he always used to call himself Hoyte G.
Gerald Hoyte.
No, Hoyte G.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 20 years since I've seen him. And he was, I guess, there's always the black sheep of the family. You know what I mean? The one that doesn't quite sort of fit in. But as kids, we absolutely loved Hoyte G. He was so much fun. He was first man to ever teach me how to kill and gut a cow.
Oh, yeah.
A cow.
Yeah, cow, yeah.
A cow.
And he was one of those guys as a kid because he always had stuff that you weren't allowed to do, And so he was sort of cool.
Because they weren't his cows, eh?
No, they weren't his cows. No, hell no.
So
Kill
he'd
and gut a
steal
horse,
cows and then gut them.
shooting and all that sort of stuff.
Cows.
And he was a real character too. But had a bit of a reputation as a bit of a ladies' man.
Shagger.
Well, he was a rooter. He was a massive rooter. Seriously. And you can be absolutely sure wherever Hoyte G had been, there was a plethora of broken-hearted ladies.
Wow. So he's quite different to you then.
Wow. We're very similar in many
Oh,
respects.
really?
Ironically, actually, he actually is a shepherd down in the South Island, had his own flock of sheep.
Oh, yeah,
That
the
he-
flock.
Yeah, he's got a flock, that he just takes from farm to farm there and looks after. And,
Takes them from farm to farm.
yeah, he doesn't own any land. He's always had a bit of an issue with the fire water.
Oh, yeah.
So he's never been able to live in civilized society.
Right.
So he just roams from farm to farm with his little
Flock.
flock of sheep there.
What's his tipple of choice?
Pardon?
What's his tipple of
Oh,
choice?
mate, whatever's going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as soon as he sees it down the tube.
How big's his flock?
Pardon?
Yeah, how many in his flock?
Oh, his flock of sheep.
Yeah.
I think at the last count there was about 7.
So he goes from farm
Was that
to
a
farm.
whole flock?
Well, I mean, he used to have like 80.
Keyzie, can you Google how many sheep in a flock?
But he had 80 initially, but as I say, had a bit of an issue with the firewater, the terps, as you say, and
because you'd say you'd often get into arguments with the sheep.
Oh, totally.
And from a distance,
it checks out.
You see a man arguing with a sheep, you think he's got an issue with the old firewater.
Totally, mate. Sorry, Keyzie?
Apparently, 2 or more sheep equals a flock.
Is that right?
Yeah,
2
yeah.
or more?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be.
2
But
sheep.
yeah.
Check out my flock of sheep. 2 sheep.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. I'm
What
going to
kind
get
of-
2 sheep so I can
So
do
I
that.
hope you guys don't mind, actually. I invited him on the show next week.
Good.
Because he was bloody stoked to see me. He still recognised me after all
Right.
this time. He's looking a bit worse for wear, to be
Hoity
honest.
G.
He's got a bit, Hoity G. He's got a bit of face slippage going
Will
on.
he bring his flock in here?
Oh, no, I think he's got someone else looking after his flock at the moment.
Right.
But yeah.
What kind of sheep?
Pardon?
What kind of sheep has he got?
Merino.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
That's some of the best kind of sheep.
Oh,
Keyzie.
yeah, the top
Oh,
quality
yeah,
sheep.
yeah,
Don't you
yeah.
worry about that. But
Do you
yeah.
even make any carpet out of any of the other sheep? Because you see those Bremwell carpets, that's made out of sheep.
He, a couple of vests.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
And so
Vest made out of carpet.
Pardon?
Vest made out of carpet.
Yeah. Yeah, totes.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.